Seriously, you are dumb for sticking with that old trash can lid when you can have this. You missed.
Tony's energy shield may be fancy, but I prefer the classics.
Captain Forrest here, and in today's video I'm going to be power scaling Captain America from Marvel Comics 616. Now if you guys are new to my channel, please leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for further content. Also huge shout out to the HQ squad, massive shout out to the team. They've been a huge help in my videos, so huge shout out to them. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about Captain America. I'm going to talk about some of his feats, some AP, some speed, and go over his general feats that he's showing over the years throughout 616. Now, in order to determine where Captain America would scale in terms of attack potency, I will go over some feats and mention some calcs. Now, we've seen Captain America drop Deadpool on his turkey neck bone. This very same Deadpool is able to survive a satellite blast, which would vaporize everything within a square mile radius. This feat was calced around 19.22 megatons of TNT, aka city level. Now there are some other feats as well that Deadpool is showing. He's showing some multi-city block feats, such as taking an explosion, which was calced around that level, and there's tons of town level like feats from other street tiers that Cap would scale to, which I've shown throughout my other videos, so you can check those out too. But regardless, Captain America should safely be around like the low ends of, you know, multi-city block, easily town level, some large town level stuff, and you can even getting up to the city level ranges of attack potency, which is very impressive. We've also seen Cap physically hurt Wolverine in combat, and he's also made Wolverine bleed. Cap is also shown to contend and hurt a suppressed Spider-Man, and we all know that Spider-Man has his own feats, as mentioned. Just him being suppressed, he's casually, you know, performing these like street tier-esque feats of like multi-city block, town, you know, city level stuff very easily. Captain America himself was able to take an explosion from Gambit's kinetic cards, and Cap was able to literally charge in and literally one-shot Gambit. So there's some AP feats that he's shown throughout the comics and just general chain scaling for Captain America, and that's going to pretty much round up AP. I'm going to go ahead and move on and talk about Cap's speed. So as for speed, Cap has shown to scale to Wolverine in speed, and he has tagged and reacted to Wolverine. This very same Wolverine is able to react to Cyclops' optic blast. This feat was calced around 2 times the speed of light. Also credits to Hellfire Productions for making this calc as well. Now we all like a little bit of consistency, so Cap himself has shown a direct feat of him being able to react to Cyclops' optic blast. Now this just makes it more concrete. I figured I'd show you this just to kind of add on some more consistency. Cap can very easily react to light-based attacks, and obviously there's lower end feats of him dodging lightning, reacting to bullets, you know, just the pretty standard feats for Cap. So that's going to round up all of those feats in terms of like AP and speed. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Captain America's durability feats in terms of the shield. Cap's shield is very unique as it's made of vibranium and mixed in with Uru. It is a highly durable shield that not even Herald tiers can scratch. This shield is indestructible and has resistances to durability negation. Not even Wolverine's adamantium claws can scratch or damage the shield in any capacity. These very same claws are able to slice and stab through Thor, Hulk, and Gladiator like butter. Even Immortal Hulk can't even break the shield, as we literally see him punch Captain America's shield, and Captain America's shield was just fine. Like, the only damage that Immortal Hulk did was just a shock through the punch. Like the force behind the punch was able to give Cap a nosebleed, and the shield was completely fine. It absorbed all that potency. We also seen Cap throw his shield at Phoenix Force Namor. He's able to literally damage Phoenix Force Namor and hurt him with the shield, which is very impressive. Cap's shield literally takes a giant area of effect attack from the Phoenix Force. The shield can also take attacks from the Destroyer armor, which is a suit built to fight high tiers, and Cap with his shield has shown to casually walk through a full-powered optic blast from Phoenix Force Cyclops like it was water, and he was able to redirect the blast back on Cyclops. And this is impressive because, as mentioned before, Cyclops' optic blast, even before just standard like Cyclops in base, he's able to literally burn the Hulk's skin with a full-powered optic blast, and the shield is completely unfazed. So that's just to add more consistency to the durability of Cap's shield. Now moving on, the shield has many purposes in combat situations. The shield can take spiritual fire completely unfazed. Cap has also used his shield to redirect and reflect back attacks with his shield. Cap uses his shield for defensive and offensive means, such as blocking lasers or projectile bombardment with the shield, to then chariot tackle through and close the distance to his opponent and then completely one-shot them. The shield pretty much shelters and deflects a huge blast away from Cap, so even against area of effect attacks, the shield is able to protect him pretty decently. Cap's shield also has durability negation as well. As Cap notes, the shield has sharp edges. The shield is also shown to cut through an Ultron bot, and Ultron bots are literally made of adamantium. And Cap's shield has also been able to absorb near infinite amount of energy, and Cap also uses shield to pretty much, well, shield bash his opponents, which is also a very effective maneuver. Cap can also swerve his shield around people when he throws it. Cap's accuracy with the shield is stated to be just as deadly, and the accuracy is just really insane. He's able to literally ping pong his shield from multiple opponents, and he's able to accurately retrieve it back. Cap can make up for even the most microscopic imperfections of the shield when throwing or using it. Cap can use his feet to skillfully kick his shield to accurately bounce off the ceiling and walls, in which the shield slices Cap's handcuffs off perfectly. As for Cap's skill and adaptation, Cap is stated to be a master hand-to-hand fighter, and Cap himself has mastered all forms of martial arts. Cap has embarrassed Cash, who had mastered every fighting style, and Cap's very own skills have improved every time. Cap also trains himself to be better than he previously was, and during his fight with Black Panther even compliments Cap, as Black Panther states that Captain America adapts instinctively to every situation and every fighting style, and Panther smashes up some Doombots, which are stated to adapt to anything you do. And Cap has also broke out of scroll bonds, which adapt to anything the prisoner does. And in the current Avengers run, it's also noted that Cap's skill has increased even further. We've seen Captain America master forms of combat better than those who spend decades practicing with his first time battling. Beast notes that Cap can master any weapon in seconds, as Beast also implies that Captain America is pretty much better than Moon Knight, as Moon Knight himself has mastered every weapon known to man. Beast himself has complimented Captain America, and Cap is also shown to be successful in casually beating a room built to take down the Beast himself. And Cap's also shown to perform pinpoint accuracy strikes and nerve strikes and pressure point techniques as well in combat. The Beyonder notes that there is no human like Captain America, and that he has honed every skill to the absolute human perfection. He notes that even people that are physically superior and intellectually superior still differ to Captain America due to his indomitable will, which tends to prevail. Thor notes that Cap's skill is godlike, and Hercules also compliments Cap's skill too. There is a guidebook statement for Captain America where it states that Captain America is the pinnacle of human perfection in all aspects with no signs of flaws. Cap is the best trained fighter in Marvel. Cap also incorporates his mastery of all martial arts in his own fighting style. Cap has also reached the uppermost limits of human perfection in strength, stamina, agility, and durability. With training, he learnt to use these traits in perfect unison in any given situation. And Cap is also shown to have perfect aiming and perfect timing when he throws his shield. Captain America states that his brain was augmented, allowing him to study and learn thousands of years worth of military practice. Captain America can hack into complex supercomputers by furiously typing on a keyboard. Cap can also use chi, and he shows to have perfect flow of it too. Cap also works out every day in order to remain in good shape. Now that's going to round up all his skill and adaptation. I'm going to go ahead and move on, talk about Cap's awareness. So Cap has precognition, as he's shown to have his own form of sixth sense which alerts him to danger. Cap is able to instinctively react and adapt in combat, and are shown to adapt to scroll bonds, which are designed to adapt to anything the user does. Captain America is capable of analyzing combatants, weapons, angles, even scenarios and contingencies to make the best possible decisions to minimize death. Cap is also shown to have super keen senses. Cap can hear the sound of arrows coming towards him, and he's shown to instinctively react to the threat. Cap's senses and awareness are so keen that even after being distracted by two guards being in front of him, he was able to react easily to being shot at from behind, and he was able to blitz both these guards and use a propane tank and also dispatch of the rest of them pretty easily. Now thanks to the super soldier serum, Cap has no fatigue toxins. Josiah, a guy who had been injected by the super soldier serum is stated to nearly never tire. Now that's going to round up all that. I'm going to go ahead and move on to some resistances. So Cap's shield has also shown to protect him from transmutation, as Captain America's shield was able to disrupt dark energies that were capable of transmutation. So long as Cap held on to the shield, he would basically be protected, but obviously since he threw the shield away, that's when the transmutation started to take effect. Cap is able to survive the cold blizzard breath, which is cold enough to give your soul frostbite. The Puppet Master, who is a villain who creates a clay model of his victims, which puts them under his mind control, states that Cap is way too difficult to control. Even while under Star Fox's euphoric charm, Cap's senses and combat efficiencies does not wane. Quinton, an Omega level mutant, was unable to affect or read Captain America's mind at all. Cap is able to see through Cash's illusions, who's a trickster of the mind and senses. And lastly, Cap's greatest mental resistance feat is when he broke out of the Cosmic Cube amped illusion through sheer force of will. So that's going to round up this video, folks. In terms of stats and AP and speed, Captain America easily, for the, consistent scaling, he would easily be like multi-city block, town level, large town. There's some city level stuff you can throw into for him. Those are the really consistent and safe routes to use. Now, I know there's edgier arguments out there. There's people that say Cap's like, multiversal plus or altiversal. Look, listen, those arguments can be argued, but I personally don't use them anymore. I tend to stick with consistency. I try to stay with the safe ends. Now, in terms of speed, I'd say Cap is comfortably FTL or FTL plus, or if you want to downplay, easily some relativistic stuff, some lightning stuff, and some bullet timer stuff. He can easily react to all these types of speeds. Now, there is edgier scaling. It's up to you whether you want to use it or not. I personally don't. I try to stick with consistency as much as possible for the sake of my videos. Now, there are some arguments you can compile for Cap, having, massively hypersonic plus reaction speed. There is some infinite speed arguments. He has his own direct, immeasurable, and irrelevant speed feat. However, it's not consistent enough. That is why I did not use it in this video. And as I said before, this is edgy scaling that you guys can use. I personally don't. I just wanted to mention it out there because it is possible to argue. But yes, those are the consistent ranges for Cap. In terms of his shield, the shield, however, it's not edgy at all. It's not outlandish or crazy to say that the shield easily has like, creation level scaling like outerversal, high outer boundless or extraversal scaling. Those arguments are on the table. Or if you want to go off the more lower end feats, there's some comfortable universal plus feats. There's some low multiversal plus feats, multiversal plus high hyperversal plus feats as well, just due to how Marvel works and the cosmology and who scales to it, of course. But yes, that's going to round up this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for further content. It's been real. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.